Have you ever thought about opening your own mobile cart or kiosk business? Maybe the facility you manage could establish new revenue by adding coffee, food, or retail services. Cart King International can be the answer to your needs. Cart King is a North American designer and manufacturer of the finest mobile coffee, food, and retail carts and kiosks. Cart King has been working with clients and corporations across North America for 20 years, providing innovative designs, custom manufacturing, and timely delivery. Carts and kiosks are fun, and so are the dozens of designs on our website. Please visit us today at www.cart-king.com or just call us at 1-877-986-7771 and get your sales rolling.
If you find yourself in need of legal representation, it can be a very stressful time in your life. In my career, I have dealt with thousands of lawyers, I've dealt with thousands of law firms, and I can confidently recommend to you Keith M. Davidson at kmdlaw.com. Available 24 hours, 7 days a week. Just log into kmdlaw.com. That's kmdlaw.com. Or you can call toll-free 833-4KMD-LAW. That's 833-4KMD-LAW. Personal injury, wrongful death, STDs, sexual assault, car accidents. They handle it all efficiently and professionally. It doesn't matter how imposing the opposition may be, because the team at kmdlaw.com are battle-tested and fierce. They will not stop until justice prevails. Go to kmdlaw.com or call toll-free 833-4KMD-LAW. If you're in for the fight of your life, stop screwing around and contact KMD Law. PureSoapFlakes.com, 218-568-2525. Have you ever heard of Castile Soap? Pure Soap Flake Company handcrafts fine soap bars, laundry powder, and concentrated soap flakes using organic vegetable oils from their northern Minnesota facility. Bathe your body and wash your clothes with Pure Soap products that are free of fragrance, GMOs, palm oil, sodium lauryl sulfate, and synthetic additives. Keep it clean, folks. Pure Soap Flake Company products are kind to living creatures and sensitive skin, safe for drains and waterways, and work great in high-efficiency washers and top and front-loading machines. They have a little promotion going on. Contact them to order some soap. Mention the Opperman Report. You're going to get a free gift. They're going to sing a little extra soap, travel size, soap bars and laundry soap, cleaning soap flakes. I've been using that stuff all day long today. Great stuff. Order today at puresoapflakes.com or give them a call, 218-568-2525, 218-568-2525. Pure Soap Flake Company is a proud member of the Handcrafted Soap and Cosmetic Guild. Aquadam.net. Give them a call at 707-764-2119. A flooded home is never easy to deal with. You're left with the mess to clean up, having to deal with the insurance company, not to mention the memories that are lost that you can never replace. To those who live in flood-prone and hurricane-prone areas, which is just around the corner, prepare now. Hurricane season is right around the corner. Visit Aquadam.net to see how they can help you prepare to avoid flood damage this season and every season thereafter. And Aquadam can be another tool in your arsenal to protect your home and property from the floodwaters. A cofferdam, using water to control water, that can protect your home, your business, your church, your neighborhood, like a dam, but without the beavers. Give Aquadam a call at 707-764-2119, 707-764-2119, or look them up online at aquadam.net. They're also on Facebook at Aquadam Inc., or call or email them today. They can help you out. Give them a call. Tell them Opperman Report sent you. Opperman Report. That's 10% off the price to anyone who mentions the Opperman Report.
It's the Opperman Report. Join digital forensic investigator and PI Ed Opperman for an in-depth discussion of conspiracy theories, strategy of New World Order resistance, high-profile court cases in the news, and interviews with expert guests and authors on these topics and more. It's the Opperman Report. And now, here is investigator Ed Opperman.
Okay, welcome to the Opperman Report. Who am I? I'm Ed Opperman. What do? I'm your private investigator, and I'm your host. You can find me at Opperman Investigations, digital forensic consulting, through my website, emailrevealer.com. I hardly, probably better to get a hold of me through oppermaninvestigations@gmail.com, 800-572-9762. Then go through the website. I'm having some issues with it. we got a member section at OppermanReport.com. You can go there. Exclusive content, exclusive shows, stuff you won't find anywhere. Hear that thunder? Hear that thunder? Spooky. Spent the last 20 years in the desert, and in the past week here in Florida, we had a tornado and 2 giant storms. The whole day today has been storming rain, thunderstorms. And, it's bad enough being cooped up in the house with masks with this quarantine. So, I couldn't take it today. I actually drove my car out to the lake. And, of course, we're right by the beach, and there's lakes everywhere. There are lakes and ponds everywhere, man, like hundreds around me. And at first I drove out to this little park that has a little lake. And I sat there in the rain. And then I drove out to the Robinson Preserve, which is this big kind of a whole area with bridges and little walkways and stuff. Beautiful area. And I wasn't the only one that just drove down there to sit in the rain. There's about 4 or 5 other cars out there too as well. So anyway, member section, exclusive content. Now, I got a little project going on here, or maybe I don't. Okay. I signed up to this deal. These guys came to me from this company called GetVocal.com. GetVokl.com. VOKL, right? .com. And it's like a video podcasting services. And they hired me. They gave me a job, allegedly, okay, to do a weekly live podcast on there every Thursday night. Now, so I started 2 weeks ago. The first show was William Ramsey about the West Memphis 3 and Terry Hobbs and the latest accusations from Bob Ruff. Second show was Pierce Redmond about some new stuff with no one's talked about before with Jeffrey Epstein. And my third show last night was Doug Valentine, who did the book about the Phoenix program. And he's written this novel. It's based on a true story called TDY. And I brought Doug on because he's a great guy. I've had him on twice before. I have one show with him in the members section, another show about CIA's organized crime. Great guest, but the problem is he's a hearing disability. So he needs video to watch your lips move when he's talking to you, which, So I said, okay, he'd be perfect for Get Vocal. That's a video podcast. Sorry, I'm mixing my mic here. That's a video podcast. He'd be perfect for that, right? But the only problem is, I bring him on last night, and we had no listeners. No one went to Get Vocal to watch the show. We had like 3 people in there. It was very, very embarrassing. And so the Get Vocal people are all upset because no one's signing up. Not enough people are signing up. So I'm probably going to lose this gig, or I'm probably going to quit because it's not working out. Okay, it's not working out. So if you want to see me do a weekly live podcast, we would need about 1,000 people to sign up to this overnight. And it's free. You GetVocal.com. You sign up for free. And then once you're in there, you find the Opperman Report. Now, if you try and sign up with your phone number, it gets a little tricky. It's a little difficult. So if you can sign in with Facebook, it appears to be a little bit easier. And then there's a chat room. You can interact. The video's set up there. You can watch it, go back and listen to them later on. But they're looking for live viewers Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. So if the audience wants it, I'll keep doing it. But if no one's going to sign up, I can't deal with this, with the amount of effort they expect from me. Okay, with this 1 hour a week deal here, okay? And so if you sign up by next week, if it's my last show, I may just go off on the whole company. All right, so you might want to tune in for that. I got a couple of thousand people tune in just to hear me. Hey, let loose. Live on camera. Plus, it's really difficult to go on camera now because, you can't get a haircut. It's just things are all this stuff with this coronavirus. Everything's difficult. Everything's twice as hard. Let's see. I got an email over here. I'm afraid to look at it. Hey, just got one thing after another going on here. The last thing is our archives you can always find at Spreaker.com, Spreaker.com. And as a matter of fact, and this is interesting, right? I do the live show with Doug Valentine about his new book, TDY. Right after that, I play a repeat with Doug Valentine. It gets thousands of views all over the place. I don't even promote it, do nothing. Tens of thousands of views. But the live podcast, no one shows up. I don't know. Maybe because my audience has been trained to wait for the link to go up, Anyway, I'm afraid to read this email. Okay, I got some good content coming up for you. Okay, you're going to love this. I got this Brooklyn gangster, retired, named Frank DiMatteo. And he's coming on, I taped with him a few days ago. Funny, he's about, 5 or 7 years older than me, but he worked for some, Joe Gallo and stuff like that in his life. And in the middle of, he was kind of a gruff guy, and a little impatient. It didn't change a lot of his ways over the years. Although he's gone straight, I don't know, he's still got quite a temper. And I interviewed him, and in the middle of the interview, he gets all upset with his wife because she brought him a cup of coffee that had coffee grounds at the bottom of the cup. So he's screaming at her. It's hysterical. You got to check that out. Then I got some true crime author, I think, named Phelps. We did a show about this female serial killer. That's a good show. And then I got a good one. Oh, really, really good. Seducing and Killing Nazis. Sophie Poldermans from the Netherlands. Excellent guest. Incredibly brilliant woman. I love her. I love this woman. I had a big crush on her, but I think by the end of the interview, she didn't like me anymore. She started thinking I was dumb. Anyway, but who knows? You never know. That Opperman charm may come through at last. She gets desperate one night. Lonely over there in the Netherlands. It gets colder, I hear. Oh, my God. I can't go on. I'm losing my mind. Then I'm taping tomorrow afternoon. Very interesting show with this young woman who I just found so fascinating. I found her on one of these live streaming channels. She's like 21 years old, 22 years old. And she has a business down here in Florida selling a boba tea with, food and concerts and stuff. Her little joint there. And she attributes all this to being involved in this program in her youth, like school abroad, where, she would go live with host families abroad. So I'm fascinated. She's really seems tuned into, a lot of people ask me how I say, wow, Ed, you're so busy, get so much done, it's amazing. And it's because focus, I focus on things. Like, how do you get involved in these cases with Epstein and Trump and all this stuff, and Tiger Woods and Charlie Sheen? Ed, how'd that happen? How could you get in one thing after another? Stormy Daniels. How? And it's focus. You focus, man, and you get in there. But you attract it. Determination. And I sense this in this kid, that she has this some instinct for this. So I want to get her on and talk to her about it. I'm fascinated by what she's doing. Her name is Charisma Davis. Okay? And we had some problems taping in the past, so hopefully we can get this done tomorrow. Then I'm taping with the guys from Aquadam.net. How do you like that? I'm watching a flood over here down here in Florida. Floods all over the place. And I'm fascinated that more like, I went to this park today, they have all these little fields and stuff like ball fields. How come more of these places don't use this Aquadam? This doesn't make sense. You could protect all this this mud slide all over. You could protect all this. And what's the big deal? Construction sites. I'm watching a construction site here get flooded. Now, why wouldn't you spend a couple of bucks and put the Aquadam around, or have it in your construction company, or own one? And the whole thing makes no sense to me. So I'm going to talk to these guys and find out why it's not more commonly used. It's a brilliant product. Then I got this guy, Rayford Davis, I think his name is. Let me double check. I'll tell you a funny story. I had double booked this guest by mistake. Okay? And so last night I'm about to interview, it's Rayford Davis. So last night I'm about to interview Doug Valentine on this Get Vocal platform deal. And suddenly this guy Rayford Davis pops in, on video in the guest chair, and says, well, I'm ready to go. And I'm like, who are you? I don't even know who you are. What are you talking about? We have a schedule. I've apologized to him profusely. And he's a very nice man. I talked to him today. He's an ex-cop. He was a cop for 6 years. And he wants to talk about abuses he's seen in the police department and why he's no longer a cop. Because, he's anti-prohibition and stuff like that. And police police abuses of people like my client Byron Williams, who was killed there by the Las Vegas Metro Police Department. A case which is all over the place. It's difficult. It was ruled a homicide. But the medical exam.